I was having a dilemma with myself as to whether or not I should do this video. I was having a really hard debate on myself, because I really want for people to hear this, because what I'm going to share with you is a testimony of what I have just experienced and been through. But with all this harsh censoring that's going on YouTube, this video might end up getting deleted or age restricted. And YouTube, if you're watching this video, the stuff I'm going to be saying in this video is not hate speech. Okay, YouTube? I really hope you understand that. Whoever is working for YouTube and is watching and has been targeting my channels and my videos, I hope you watch this video. I hope you watch this whole entire video and understand that what I'm not saying is hate speech. More so, speaking out against one of the many things that's happening around the world right now. Okay? So, a couple of weeks ago, I got a new flatmate. Right now, I'm living in an apartment. I'm trying to save up enough money. I don't have a house right now. I'm trying to save up enough money to buy at least a small single floor house. I'm not seeking to buy a 2-story house, because right now I'm single, and I really don't need and want a 2-story house or more. I'm fine with a single floor house. Okay, so I'm trying to save up money to buy a house in the future. So right now, I'm living in an apartment with a couple of other people. And so a couple of weeks ago, I got a new flatmate, and we started to hang out we started to talk, we started to converse, and we started to hang out with each other, because this new flatmate of mine, he shared with me some really sad stories from his childhood. He didn't have a really good childhood with his family members. He was telling me about how he was always been bullied and abused by his siblings, how his parents got into a fight and didn't want to take him to school, and he's actually gotten into some life-threatening situations because of that. He shared me a story. This new flatmate of mine, may I mention, is from Guam. So he shared me a story where long ago, during his childhood, where he went spearfishing with his family members, and he got into a really big argument with one of his siblings. So he walked away and went spearfishing on his own, which almost ended up causing his own life, because his foot got stuck in a rock, and he was having a really hard time, and eventually water was leaking into his facial wear, and as he was starting to lose oxygen in the brain, all the surroundings started to turn black. But it just so happens, fortunately, that he had a knife, he had a handkerchief, and so he cut himself free from the rock. But at the same time, he ended up cutting himself. He ended up severely scratching his lower leg or ankle, and blood was spreading all over the place. And that's also dangerous too, because that can attract sharks and other predatory animals that might be in that area. And even even when he was trying to swim up to the surface of the water, things actually turned darker and darker and darker for him. And then this other incident where his parents got into an argument and didn't want to take him to school. He ended up walking to school by himself, and he got hit by a truck and got tossed in the air. And now he has a fucked up face. His face is not asymmetrically aligned correct, if that makes sense, if I'm saying that right. So, yeah, he shared with me some really sad stories from his childhood, and I felt bad for him. But not anymore. I'll get to that later. I felt bad for him though, and throughout most of his life up until now, he's living alone the life he seldom has any friends. So, we became cool with each other. We found out that we have some things in common with each other, so we started to hang out. We started to eat in restaurants, hang out with each other, and do some grocery shopping with each other. I helped him do some grocery shopping and help him buy some cleaning supplies to clean the whole apartment up so that dirt and dust does not accumulate. And one time recently, he decided that it was okay for him to say some really, really, really sexually inappropriate stuff to me. He's been calling me princess, cupcake, and daddy. And one time, when we were walking in the park, we passed by a beautiful bush of roses, and he told me that he could make a flower crown for me, and I just got utterly disgusted and creeped out by that, because this man is fucking 30 years old, and I'm just 23 years old, so he's fucking 7 years older than me. Alright? And last week, my car, the battery in my car ended up getting drained because I forgot to turn off the headlights. I somehow overlooked the headlights, and they were on the whole entire day, throughout the whole night. Because during that same day, I was very stressed out mentally, because my mom got rushed into the emergency room because the day prior to that, she was feeling very, very dizzy. And so the next morning, which was on a Monday, my dad ended up calling off from work just so he can take my mom to the hospital. And because of the way she was feeling, they rushed her to the emergency room. And my dad sent me pictures of her in the hospital bed, and that was just too much for me to handle. So much stuff was going on through my mind that day, which is probably why I forgot to why I overlooked the headlights. And I don't know why, because I'm very obsessive compulsive. I got that from my mom, which is a good thing. I always make sure I have everything with me before I leave the fucking car, the fucking house. I always make sure everything is off. So I don't know why I somehow overlooked the fucking headlights, but I did, and the battery in my car ended up getting drained. So a couple of days later, this new flatmate of mine, he chose to help me get a new battery. We were going to jump my car first and then get a new battery, because he said he had some friends who know how to jump a car, which is very easy. But we decided to get a new battery, so we went to AutoZone. He doesn't drive. He just has a learner permit. And I couldn't drive because, obviously, my car was not functioning. So, he called an Uber, and he paid $12 going there and coming back. Okay? And I really I appreciate what he has done for me, but at the same time, up until now, I have been really infuriated, outraged, disgusted with the stuff he was telling, the names he was calling me. Okay? Before we went to meet up with the Uber, I was getting dressed. This nasty ass flatmate of mine was saying stuff like, "Come on, princess, we gotta go. Come on, my busy princess. Come on, cupcakes." And I told him, "Dude, stop calling me that. That's creepy as fuck. We're guys." But he didn't stop. You know the next thing he said? He said, "Okay, daddy." A 30-year-old man calling another man who's much younger, 23 fucking years old, calling him princess, calling him cupcakes, calling him daddy. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I asked him how the weather was. Because lately the weather has been bouncing from up to down. Sometimes it gets cold, sometimes it gets hot. So I asked him how the weather was outside, and he also said the weather's hot like you. Okay, I asked him, "What's the weather outside?" His response was, "Hot like you." And you see, this is the reason why we speak out against the LGBTQ community. We speak out against the gay agenda that's heavily being promoted, because it's making a lot of people far too comfortable. Okay? They're getting too comfortable with their identity. They think it's okay to say all these nasty stuff, these nasty words, without being considerate of the fact that there are still a lot of us who do not take kindly to being called those stuff. Okay? This is why we keep calling out the fucking gay agenda for what it is. Okay? Because these people who are in charge of all these stuff, these beings who are heavily promoting and pushing this agenda on us, they're doing it to create and breed a society of sexually perverted people. Okay? We need to keep calling out those kinds of stuff. We need to call out this evil and debauchery for what it is. Okay? Because it's really sick. Excuse me. I just ate supper. It's not normal. It's not right for a fucking 30-year-old guy to call another guy, 23 years old, 7 years younger, 7 years fucking younger than he is. It's not right to be calling another guy princess, cupcakes, daddy. I joke around with my family members, but family members as in my dad, my brother, and my mom. Okay? I told you I don't get along with my other family members. We joke around with each other, but we don't be calling each other those sick names. Okay? Because it's just not right. What more? And look, I only know this guy for a very short time. And already I'm very disgusted with him. I have nothing but contempt and hatred for him right now. Okay, I really wish I could beat the hell out of him. I really wish I could kill him. Okay? I really wish I could hire someone to kill him for me. I wish I could just squash him. I wish I could just beat him. And that's normal. Okay? You'd expect that kind of reaction from someone who's normal, someone who's mentally sane in the mind. Okay? Like I said, what's not normal is a fucking 30-year-old guy thinking it is okay to call another man who's 7 years fucking younger than he is, Princess Cupcake's daddy, whatever, saying that he's gonna make me a crown flower. Like, what the fuck? Look, if you want to be gay, if you want to be a fucking lesbian, go ahead, okay? But please do it the fuck away from us, okay? Do it from a fucking distance. There's still a lot of us who don't want anything to do with that crap, don't want anything to do with that nonsense, don't want anything to do with that perversion. We don't want anything to do with that whatsoever, okay? And we need to keep calling this out for what it is, for what it really is, okay? If you really care about the future generation, if you really care about our future kids, if you really care about our future children, a lot of you would be calling this out for what it is, instead of being okay with it, and following the crowd who's calling us a bunch of haters and accusing us of spewing hate speech, when all we're just trying to do is restore normal back to this planet again, once and for all, the way it should be. Okay? Because really and truly, there's nothing godly, there's nothing righteous about all the stuff that's happening all over the world right now. Okay? Like I said, whoever's watching this video, I hope you be considerate for once. Before you take down this video or censor it, put an age restriction on it, be considerate for the feelings and thoughts of others for once. Okay? Because what this stupid ass, sick-minded flatmate of mine just did, that constitutes as unwelcome sexual advances. That constitutes, what he just did, constitutes as unwelcome sexual advances and potentially sexual assault. Okay, what part of that is it so hard to understand? You know, there used to be a time where this kind of stuff back in the day was taboo and looked down upon. Now it's being normalized, and when you speak out against it, people call you a hater and say you're full of hate, you're spewing hate speech. And you know, they're doing the same thing with pedophilia. Okay? Right now in the state of California, and probably in other states that we don't know of, pedophilia is being required to be taught as a sexual orientation. Okay? A fucking sexual orientation when it has never been such. And it's not going to be long before they start saying we're spewing hate speech just because we don't want nothing to do with pedophilia and all these satanic stuff that they're doing and pushing. Okay? That time is coming really, really, really fast. It's coming really soon. It's gonna show up to a theater near you. Okay? And like I said, if you for those of you, okay, who have kids, whether you have kids or not, if you really care about our future children, our future generation, you would speak up and call out this mess for what it is, okay? Because right now, I'm scared for the future generation. I'm scared of what I'm really scared of what our planet, what our world, what our society is becoming to be. Okay? And we mustn't turn a blind eye on it. We need to keep calling it out. No matter how much we get gaslighted and ashamed, we need to keep calling it out for what it is, okay? Because this is just unacceptable. And very, 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 very fucked up. Okay? Now, some of you, like I said, I right now, I don't want nothing to do with this guy. Right now, I'm avoiding him. I'm avoiding him like the plague. I don't want to hang out with him anymore. I have nothing but contempt for him. Like I said, I really wish I could just do more than beat the hell out of this guy. And you know, those who wrote the Bible say that killing is a sin, just to keep us in a passive like condition, to keep us from being rebellious against evil and debauchery. And now you have all these laws where if you punch or hit someone, you could be charged with domestic violence, and you're gonna be losing a lot of other rights. And it's just really, 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 really despicable and wicked what this world has become. Like I said, I don't want nothing to do with this guy anymore. Okay? I'm not going to hang out with him anymore. I'm going to show him what's up. Okay, I'm really going to show him that something is up. Okay? Now, some of you are going to take what I said the wrong way. Some of you are going to be picking out, some of you are going to be twisting the narrative of all the stuff I said in this video, and you're going to be saying, oh, look, Emil is so against the gay agenda, but he's been hanging out with the gay dude all along. No! I didn't know I didn't know I was hanging out with a gay dude, okay? All along, I didn't know I didn't know about the type of man I was hanging out with until he said all these stuff. Okay? So before you twist the narrative and defame me, because I know there's going to be someone who's going to do that. There's a whole bunch of low-life niggas all over the YouTube streets who like doing this kind of stuff for fame and clout chasing, because they have nothing better to do with their lives and have nothing else to talk about. This just a doing off a low-life nigga. And I know someone is going to be, someone listening to this video is going to be making videos exposing me, twisting the narrative, and defaming me. If I find out who it is, I'm going to find you and I will expose you. Okay? Just like how I see a lot of you now trying to, who are having this agenda and goal of trying to thwart Maurice Muhammad's efforts of what he's doing right now in Mississippi to build a city where black people can live for themselves once and for all, free of their oppressors. Just as Maurice Muhammad has finally moved to Mississippi, I see a lot of you low life assholes trying to thwart his agenda and doing all you possibly can to destroy this man because of some certain things that he said. And now you're accusing him of trying to collaborate with the cracker when you have no evidence of that whatsoever. Just like how there are others of you who are trying to also defame Sister Noble. Okay, Sister Noble has been sharing her traumatizing childhood of how she was sexually abused and molested by family members, and you're trying to twist certain things that she said and trying to downplay her childhood sexual trauma by accusing her of fantasizing about sucking dicks as a little child when that's not what she fucking said at all. Okay? You niggas like doing those kinds of stuff because you really have nothing better to do with your lives, and you're just low life bums. Okay? Just craving and longing for attention. And like I said, I know there's gotta be some people listening to this video. People have something against me. Okay? Especially since I'm a non-black. It's easier for people to say a whole lot of negative stuff about me. I've had a whole lot of people question me and accuse me of having ulterior motives for what I do for black people. Okay? And if I find out who you are, I'll fucking expose you. Okay? And I also have powerful friends and allies who will deal with you. Okay? So don't fucking dare. Don't even fucking dare go there with me. Okay? Anyway, guys, I just wanted to come over here and share with you guys what I have just experienced and gone through. Okay? I have been exposed I have just been exposed and around potential Pepe Le Pew. And I just wanted to share with you guys why we need to continue calling out this gay agenda for what it is, because it's making people feel comfortable and it's opening up more doors for sexual perverts. Okay? The reason why they're trying to allow transgenders to share the same bathroom with women is not so much because they're all for equality and freedom. It's because, like I said, they're trying to breed and groom people to be sexual perverts. They're trying to give sexual perverts and deviants more freedom in this society than ever. We need to call out against that, because not only are these so-called transgenders going to be sexually assaulting women, they're going to be sexually assaulting little girls. Okay? And if you don't want to be seeing that, like I said, I know I've been redundant so many times in this video, but we need to call out and push back against these Pepe Le Pews. Okay, these men who are also trying to be Pepe Le Pews towards other men, not just women. Okay, but other men. Okay, like what I have just experienced and gone through. Okay? Anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if I would like to hear if any of you have also had any similar experiences like what I just had, or if you had any, I would really like to hear them. Please let me know what your thoughts are on this video, and I'll see you guys on the next video.